COSA, the Central Ontario Standardbred Association, proudly serving Ontario horse people with integrity and accountability. Collaborative, supportive, helping to ensure a vibrant harness racing industry. Lifetime membership is free and there are many benefits. Become a new member today. COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. To find out more, visit cosaonline.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario, for some half-mile harness racing action. With me for the pregame show tonight, Tony Elliott. Tony's Twitter bio says he's an Ontario harness racing advocate, as well as a Western business student, right? And
yes, sir.
Into a little more stuff there at Western as well. Human
resource management, yeah.
Right on. Okay, perfect. Former track and field south of the border too, right?
Yeah, I was down there for a couple of years and decided to come back for a little bit more fun up here.
Right on. Okay, Tony Elliott with us for the pregame show. You've likely seen him on track here quite a bit this race meet. Likely to see more of him. Very busy on social media, Twitter as well. Great job there, Tony. Before we get to talking to Tony about the racing action, his background, and his thoughts on a horse to start tonight's early pick four, let's get a look at some pick three play. And here in the opener, the TVG pick three play as TVG picks up all 11 races this evening. HPI is on board as well. So we're going to start up the action in race number one with a group of pacers, fillies and mares, non-winners 2,000 in their last three. Let's bring up the pick three play. Went deep in the first couple of legs. This pick three, probably one of the tougher ones I've seen this race meet. And that has me going $12 on a 20-cent ticket. This one's tough. If you could crack the code on the TVG pick three, you should get paid. Again, $12 on a 20-cent play, the way that one's looking on the screen. We've got an early pick four. And you know what, Tony? Guaranteed pools bumped up this week to $7,500 on the pick four. Horse players love this play in London.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, so it's an early pick four to start up in race number four. Let's bring it up. Early pick four, $7,500 guaranteed pool. 1, 2, and 7. There is a key scratch in here. My top selection, number 4, Boom Boom Ballykeel. Gate to wire winner there last time out over Flamborough is coming out. So that has me going to the 1, 2, and 7. You got an eye for that 2-horse, Ace 44 Talon in race number 4. Tell us about it.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's been very consistent after a month off, and it came back. It had some great potential in the preferred 3 early on, or late in December, actually. And it looks like it could be getting ready for a photo.
You know what? Appears to be knocking on the door right there. Second, thirds, and fourths in his program lines. Number 2, Ace 44 Talon. Tony's play on the night, and I've included him in that opening leg of an early pick four. We're 4 deep in the middle legs and an over into race number 7. If we can get up that way. The 2 horses scratched, so I'm using the 3, Burlesque Sealster, who was much the best last time out. The also does move in. Chattanooga Lucy is moving in, leaving from post position 2 now. So you got to include the also there for race 7 final leg. 1920 for that early pick 4 play if you want to play along. The Mac Lily Farms feature comes up in race number 8, and that race will start tonight's late pick 4. Fine looking field, the preferred 2 pacers there. Field of 6 and post positions 5 and 6. We're handicapped. The better horses appear to be the 5, Yacht Sealster, and the 6, Avatar J. Not too many horses in London get over that third quarter going first up in 27 and change. That is exactly what 6, Avatar J, did last time out. A similar effort in there. Could see him back into the winner's circle. So 5 and 6 to start up a late pick 4. We're deepest of all, again, in those middle legs. They're tough. 6 deep, in fact, races 9 and 10. All we got to do is hit over to race number 11. If we can make it there, we need Sporty Tori to show up like she has done so many times here in London. A winner 10 times last season. our 3-year-old pacing filly of the year, Sporty Tory, will key her up to complete the late pick 4. If you're Indigo, it's $14.40 on that 20-cent play. I do have a long shot play to think about here, and it's in race number 10 if you want to play along. Chateau Margot's got that rail advantage to work with. This horse does his best work when on the lead. Austin Sorey stays on the drive. If you can get anything close to 10-1, it's an excellent long shot play on this evening's race card. Alrighty, switching things up now to best bet boards. Best bets, courtesy of guys like Terry, Rod, and Lou, our guest handicappers. Let's bring up the best bets. We've got Rod and Terry coming in. Rod went to ship it out in the 4th. Terry Wilson going to chase after a long shot in the 5. Innocent Kiss there in the 5th. For Lou, Sorella, and myself, we're going in the late part of the card. It's going to be race 10 for Lou, as he's going to chase after Artistic Pick. Had no room last time. Colin Kelly going back on board. And for me, it's got to be Sporty Tory. 2-1 in the morning line. Tough to go against in the finale. Again, a key play for tonight's late pick 4 and the high 5. So, as mentioned, and as promised, Tony Elliott, first timer on the pregame show, but spending quite a bit of time around the racetrack here this meet.
Yeah, I'm a regular here, and I love watching the races here and all over Ontario, and I think it's great what everyone here is doing for the sport.
Okay, wonderful then. Again, Ontario Harness Racing advocate and a student there at Western taking business. Again, a new face for the pregame, kind of a new face around the track, but you know what? A little bit of family history, right? I got here on my computer, my laptop, a Hall of Fame inductee, Silver Rain. Family members had a little action with her back in the day, right?
Yeah, my uncle Steve Elliott was actually the groom of Silver Rain throughout her racing career, and it's nice to be able to brag about that. My dad, Glenn Elliott, actually worked at Fritz's as well, at Bud Fritz's too.
Yeah, right on, right on. You've been attending U.S. college there. A big deal for you was track and field. So you've got that competitive edge, the competitive spirit. Does that draw you to harness racing, or is it more or less the family background?
No, I think it definitely plays in for sure. Like just the competitive edge, like that I gained with track and field. I look forward to continuing that with getting more into the ownership of racehorses. So
right on, sounds good. Then studying business here in London, attending the races, very busy on social media, promoting not only the Raceway but Flamborough and other tracks too. Do you see yourself getting involved in racing horses, or maybe getting into the business of racing?
Yeah, for sure. So actually today we just, John Lougheed and myself, who trains the horse that I just purchased with my aunt and himself, we just picked her up today, and he jogged her for the first time, and everything's looking great.
And her name is?
Shark Idea.
Shark Idea, coming from Blake McIntosh?
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah, she's a Western Ideal.
Okay, maybe see her here in London soon?
Yeah, hopefully. It'll be a home track advantage, hopefully. So.
Right on. So you want to race horses and maybe work the business of racing at some point?
Yeah, so I'd love to just get into, I'm like learning a lot about business, so I'd love to be able to apply that to the horse racing game a little bit, and see if I can make some positive change and see where this industry can really go.
Perfect. Young blood in the game, never a bad thing at all. Fave horses maybe over the years. I know you grew up around Hanover, but you mentioned a very nice horse. A lot of people are fans of this horse. Tell us about your favorite racehorse.
Definitely Some Beach Somewhere.
Right.
It's probably a lot of people's favorite, but it's definitely mine for sure. I actually had the privilege of seeing him race a bunch of times at Mohawk, and speechless.
Right on. And you know what? I mentioned to you, he's only been beaten once in his career. I like the race because it just took an incredible effort on many in that race to beat him, but you say you can't watch it.
No, I can't watch it. You can't. There's probably very, very few horses in history that you could put in that same spot, and they still just lose by a neck. But
there's not a horse that could have won that race with the trip he got.
I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt, but
yeah, and it wasn't really the trip. Like I said, they were all out against him that night. I mean, an incredible half, and you know what? He gave it his all and just got beat by a tremendous performance by another horse. But you know what? To only get beaten once in his career, and the way it happened, I mean, I can understand you not wanting to watch the race. I've watched the race many times just because it gives me goosebumps. A horse
for
and
sure.
an effort like that. Any horses then catching your eye on that on tonight's card? We did talk about briefly Ace 44 Talent in the 4th race. Again, this one starts a go-to wager. Go 2 wagers, right? You're in on that.
Yeah, for
It's the
sure.
early pick 4 starting up in the 4th. We bumped up the guarantees this week to $7,500 on the pool. Ace 44 Talon. Brett McDonald catch driving tonight for Becky Geisel. This one appears to be knocking on the door, right?
Yeah, for sure. And especially with the 7,500 guarantee, we're definitely in TVG being on for all 11 cards. You're expecting some huge pools all the way through.
It's going to be like that. You know what? We touched on $400,000 wagers last year. We had maybe less than a handful. Now we're up to over 15 of them
Yeah, it's
on the
incredible.
race meet. We got a great shot at another big handle this evening. You know what? Numbers appear to be your thing. They're my thing as well. You do a great job on social media. You know, retweeting and tweeting about the Raceway and other tracks here in Ontario. We thank you for that and joining us on the show tonight.
No problem.
Any shout-outs tonight, Tony?
Yeah, sure. I'll shout out my girlfriend, Aislinn Hagen, who's probably watching at home right now.
Right on. Family members, maybe too. Hey?
Yeah, my mom and dad, they're definitely watching.
Alrighty, that's going to do it for the pregame show then tonight. We've got a nice crowd up at the top of the fair. Tony's going to join me for a race call or two. I don't know if he's going to call one, but maybe commentate a bit, hey? Commentate a bit, maybe on Post Parade.
We'll leave that up to Nathan Bain.
Alrighty then. Okay, again, that'll do it for tonight's pregame show. Top of the fair this Friday, still some seating available. Book a reservation now, top of the fair at westernfairdistrict.com. Dial us up using the extension 252 as well. Survivor Tuesday back again, free to play, online or on track. Go to our website, westernfairdistrict.com/raceway to play. As Tony mentioned, all 11 on TVG and HBI, big pools all night long. Good luck, everyone. Changes are coming up next. Stand by.